Yeah.
Hey, what's up, man? I just came from outside. Hey, look, I want to say this real quick. Let me say this. I challenge anybody. I challenge anybody that football common sense. You mean to tell me that Florida State team, I'm a Georgia Bulldog fan. We don't deserve to be in. It's some people saying we should have been in. So what? If we ain't in, we ain't in. We lost, we had our chance. You mean to tell me that if an undefeated team goes undefeated in the Power 5 conference, and that's all they did was go undefeated. They beat LSU in a neutral field site. Yes, I get it. You know, I hate when they say, well, who they play. We all know in sports, they do it in NFL, they do it in basketball, they do it in any sport. We look on the schedule. So as fans, we don't see the schedule before the schedule comes out, before the season start. We look. It's not Florida State's fault that Florida wasn't good this year. They were saying about us. You can't. We got to stop this notion. Oh, they ain't played nobody. They went undefeated. So you mean to tell me? And I challenge y'all, Colorado fans, Coach Prime fans, if Colorado was undefeated, 13-0, Shedeur Sanders hurt. They down to the second string quarterback. He gets hurt, but he may come back. Who knows? So what are we doing? Don't give me this backup quarterback stuff because Ohio State won the national championship with their backup quarterback in 2014. Don't give me, oh, well, they don't deserve it. But guess what? TCU lost their championship game last year after they came from behind against Kansas State. Go look it up. They came from behind against Kansas State and they won. They lost in the Big 12 championship game. But what they do? Skip. They got him up out of there. What they do? Oh, they brought him back in. Sorry about my mistake. I'm so confused of listening to these people. And I've talked to a few Florida State fans. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them one bit. TCU still made it to the and they beat Michigan. Michigan should have beat them, but they beat them. That's on the committee. So if you're saying, well, they the 4 best teams, okay, cool. But don't give me, where the quarterback, come up with a better excuse than that. Oh, the only reason we didn't get them because the quarterback was hurt. Don't give me that. Because if Alabama quarterback was hurt and Tyler Simpson or that Tyler Buckner guy they got from Notre Dame, they was in the game, I guarantee you they would have still made the playoffs. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what anybody say. Florida State was robbed. I'm not mad as a Georgia Bulldog fan about us not getting in, but I feel for those kids because I'm talking to each son, a father that's playing. I'm a stepfather, by the way, and I'm playing a great role, by the way. But my thing is, if your son was on that Florida State team and he's on the verge of losing it, what do you tell him? If your son ready to commit to go to this high-priced school, Florida State, what do you tell them? What you gonna tell them? Hey, son, man, that's a tough one. I'm wishing for those kids, man. It's like it's about the kids. They don't care. It's money. And it's setting up for Alabama to win this thing. I'm telling you, man, this stuff is rigged, man. Just like, okay, prime example. How y'all gonna review the Aaron Smith catch, but y'all don't review the Isaiah Bond catch? Come on, man. Like, it's ridiculous, but we had our chances. I'm not even mad about that. We had our chances. And then they said, well, if Georgia would have won, Florida State would have got in. So you mean to tell me they depend on us to win? Well, some fans are telling me, well, Texas would have jumped ahead of Florida State, then beat us versus Texas. Come on, man. Ohio State lost last year, right? To Michigan, right? And still got in. You know how they got in? Because USC lost to Utah. Well, if that's the case, then why Utah ain't getting in the playoffs then? Utah won their conference. Why we playing the conference championship games then? Okay, let's take it back to 2008. Texas beat Oklahoma and Missouri. But guess what? Guess who they gave the nod to? Look it up. They gave the nod to Oklahoma. And Matt Brown said the best. How come we ain't even playoff consideration, championship consideration, and we done beat both of them? Texas had one loss. And guess who they one loss to? Was Texas Tech, my Crabtree touchdown, near the last play of the game. So don't give me this notion, it's the backup quarterback. Because do you know NFL is no rankings? If Lamar Jackson get hurt, you think they're going to move? They're going to say, you know what? Let's say Baltimore number 2 seed. Let's say the 2 seed. Lamar Jackson get hurt. So what they going to do? Let's just move Miami and Kansas City up. We're going to just drop Baltimore to number 4, number 5. We're the 4th seed because they the top of the division. But come on, man. We got to stop this notion. I challenge anybody. Go live with me. I will smoke every last one of you. I'm talking about on some real, like, college football level. You mean to tell me that are undefeated Power 5. Okay, then Cincinnati. Cincinnati made it 2021, right? Right? Didn't they make it 2021? I think so. And I know so. They made it 2021. Don't come to me telling me on some, I'm getting messages all day, man. Me and my group, man, we Georgia fans. And then we got my homegirl, she a true Florida State fan. And her son want to play football for Florida State. He's a senior in high school, and he's on the verge of trying to commit to Florida State. What does she tell him? Man, don't go to that school. You mean I ain't, but next year they'll make it because of the situation. It's sad, man. But you mean to tell me it's Colorado fan? If Colorado was undefeated, I guarantee you they won't get the Florida State treatment. I guarantee you. If Alabama was in this situation, they're going to get in no matter what. It's the SEC bias, and it's crazy. I looked at it all day on CBS Sports HQ, and even people, man, my boy was talking about it today. He was like, man, it's crazy. But I guess it ain't that. Oh, it's trusting the committee. Yeah, Florida State did everything they want. They did everything in their power, man. And it's sad, it's unfortunate. Now guess what? Their reward is the players. If I'm them, man, I ain't even playing against Georgia, man. What's the point? And if they beat us, they're gonna say, see? What's that's gonna prove? A meaningless game? Man, it's sad, man. And for all you fans that's saying, well, Florida State, yada, yada. Well, how about this? Y'all saying it because it don't affect y'all. That's like somebody saying, well, it ain't my car that's getting broken into. It ain't my bike that's been stolen. But what happened when it happened to you? You gonna be that same person to cry and complain? Man, they don't, just like, oh, it ain't me. I don't care if they hack my Facebook account until they hack it. Or it ain't me. My girl ain't cheating on me. That's your girl cheating on you until your girl cheat on you. Until your money is stolen. Man, think about this stuff, man. Trust me when I tell y'all, this stuff is 6% rigged, man. I'm telling you, it's some people I know behind closed, man, bro. They tell me all the time, they say, hey, they say, man, they ain't want y'all to three-peat. You know why? Because they got to get away to get the SEC team in there. They ain't gonna get y'all in there because they know. I'm like, no, I don't believe in that. Man, looking at the game yesterday, son. Man, my homegirl said, man, watch how Florida State ain't gonna get in. She said they're gonna put Texas in and they're gonna put Alabama in there. Because why? They gotta have an SEC team in there. Man, any ACC team. Clemson, prime example. Come on, man. Go Dogs all the way. I'm gonna still stick with Georgia no matter what. We're gonna be back and better. We the only team that can say that we won 728 28 days since we had a loss. 29 games winning streak came to an end. I knew we got to lose a game. It's unfortunate, but hey, man, we all lose. They can't go undefeated forever. It ain't like boxing. Imagine you fighting back to back to back to back. You're going to eventually lose, right? So at the end of the day, man, Georgia did good, had a great season. Players get hurt. That is the way it is. Brock Bowers he was our best player. He got hurt. And we still overcame that. So it is what it is, man. But my thing is, don't give me that. Come up with a better excuse than that. Don't give me, oh, the only reason we dropped them down. How they get from number 4 to number 5? But then Ohio State looking like, well, damn, we only took one loss and we only lost by a touch. Like, come on, man. Like, it's just sad, man. It's sad, man. And it's just that SEC bias, man. And it's a true Georgia Bulldog fan, man. And I'm speaking from all two. So if you're a smaller school, boy, Florida State, boy. If you're let's see what team, like a Boise State, what team I'm thinking of? A smaller school, Colorado State, or any other school, bruh. Boy, you see how they did Florida State, bruh. Boy, what's the reason we playing? You might well drop us to Division II schools if we can't make it to Division I. I feel for these kids, man, and as a parent, as any like step parent, no matter what parent you are, what do you tell these kids that want to come to these schools? Well, you better not go here. You see what happened to Florida State in 2023. Come on, man. It's sad, it's unfortunate. Go Dogs, Georgia, win or lose, I'm still sticking with them. Go Dogs.